UA was lit up, a glittering ornate party to show off their top schoolness. Shimmering lanterns filled the sky with an orange and golden glow. Could it be romantic? You were sure that was the intention. The ballroom was set up with a flashy dance floor and a snack table on the opposite side of the room, with a large glass punch bowl. You chatted up some of your fellow classmates, complimenting their classy attire. "Lookin' swanky, Kaminari," you pointed at him, sweeping off to the snack table. "Say thanks! You too!" he hollered back merrily. Izuku stayed loyally by your side as you poured some punch for your group of friends. "Do you maybe want to dance?" Midoriya asked you. "Absolutely!" you blurted happily, leading him to the dance floor. By the time you made it to the center of the crowd, the popular wild song had ended and a slow romantic song had started. You said with unease, looking down at the floor. But before it could become awkward, you felt a hand gently twirl you around and gracefully catch you in a waltzing position. Midoriya smiled at you confidently, swaying you in an elegant slow dance. "I didn't know you could dance, Izuku!" You guffawed in admiration. "Oh, yeah. Mom thought it would be a good idea for me to learn back in middle school, so she put me in ballroom dance classes." "I guess the lessons paid off," you giggled, substantially enjoying your time with him. But something was still eating at the back of your mind. "I bet she's here," you thought. The girl that he originally intended to come with. Your smile disappeared as you eyed the other girls in the room, wondering which one it was. You were on a mission to find out. The song came to an end, and you did a polite curtsy to thank Izuku for the dance. He gave a cute, gentlemanly bow in response. "Let's go check out the balcony," you suggested. He reluctantly agreed, wishing the dance could have lasted longer. The large stone balcony, garnished in twinkling white lights, overlooked a beautiful lush courtyard. You two were the first to discover it, this place to talk alone. You felt torn inside. How you wanted to tell him the truth, but were certain his remaining feelings for the other girl would get in the way. "Traveler," he spoke softly. "Is something wrong?" "No, aren't you having fun?" he asked sadly, noticing your melancholic aura. "I'm having so much fun, Izuku." About the other girl you wanted to ask." What about it?" He began to panic, pulling at his collar nervously. Since you would have rather gone with her," you pulled out the tiny vial from your clutch purse. "Maybe you could at least steal a dance?" His heart sank upon seeing the familiar item. "No, please don't think like that," he begged. You placed the tiny vial in his hand. "Just one dance. I swear I don't mind," you lied. "Really, let's just forget about it," Midoriya insisted. "You deserve it," you said, turning away to hide your anguish. "Wait!" he called. You managed to don a brave smile for his sake. "I'm not going anywhere, Izuku. Just running to the bathroom." The patio door shut behind you, leaving Midoriya in utter dejection. "Damn it! She's still convinced I like somebody else." He paced back and forth near the edge of the balcony, momentarily considering casting that wretched little bottle over and into the abyss of darkness. But he couldn't waste such a precious commodity of travelers. He sighed in frustration, placing the vial into his front coat pocket, next to his heart. He returned to the snack table for a drink, as his vexation had worked up a significant thirst. He leaned over, dipping the ladle into the large glass bowl when, "Oof!" the two of them exclaimed in unison as Bakugo violently bumped Midoriya. "Ah, Kacchan!" "Watch where you're going, nerd!" he snapped, snatching the full cup of punch from Izuku as he walked away. He rolled his eyes, filling a new cup. "Hey, Deku!" A bubbly voice pierced through the crowd. "Uraraka!" Midoriya smiled, happily greeting her. "How are you? Are you having fun?" she asked. He nodded. "That's good. You need to get out more." "Oh, did you come here by yourself, or are you with someone?" "I'm here with Traveler." "Ah, that's so nice. You two make a cute couple." "Shh, not so loud!" He hushed her, looking around to make sure you weren't in proximity. You really think we'd be a cute couple?" he asked sheepishly, a pink warmth discoloring his freckles. "Absolutely. Absolutely, she encouraged. He beamed at her, chivalrously offering her the drink he'd just poured. From across the room you took in the scene with scathing eyes. You watched as Midoriya blushed and handed Uraraka the drink, feeling your spirit being savagely crushed into dust. You turned away, teary-eyed and broken-hearted. Bleh, it's way too sweet, Uraraka complained about the punch. Oh, really? Sorry to hear that, Izuku apologized. Ochako observed the surrounding vicinity. Where is Traveler, by the way? She inquired curiously. I don't know. I was just about to go look for her. But I have a bit of a problem. What's that? Well, I asked her to the dance the other day, but she still seems convinced that I wanted to take somebody else, he confessed, hoping for a sound piece of advice. I was afraid that might happen, Uraraka admitted. Well, you just need to talk to her. Tell her the truth. His brows creased in apprehension. Thanks, Uraraka, he said gratefully, heart full of doubt. I'll try my best. The bathroom door shut behind you, muffling your mournful sigh. The mirror reflected your lovely appearance as you checked your makeup. Traveler! You heard a voice coming out from the bathroom stall. Mina! You startled. I love your dress! She squealed, squeezing your arm tightly. Oh, thanks, dear, you smiled brightly. Izuku helped me pick it out. Oh, that's right, you're here with Midoriya. She ruffled her hair, making it symmetrical yet fluffy. You nodded. Last I heard, he had a mad crush on someone and was too shy to ask her to the dance. But I guess it worked out in the end, didn't it? You frowned at the sink. Yeah, you trailed off. Well, you guys are adorable, she cooed, walking out the door. Have a fun night, she added a wink. You covered your face in your hands in frustration. For some reason you felt more guilty than hurt. He really wanted to come here with someone else. And here I am, getting in the way of his happiness. You felt sick to your stomach, wishing you had never attempted this clever hoax to steal his attention. But at the beginning I was only trying to help him, you argued to justify it. Maybe I should just leave. Traveler? Izuku called, checking the dance floor and grand staircase in search for you. Okay, all I have to do is be honest, he paced, muttering to himself. Maybe I can be charming when I do it too. Like, hand her the vial and say, I don't need a spell to fall in love with you. He blushed, smacking his face with a palm. No, that's stupid. Maybe I could just say... He reached into the front of his jacket to use the prop for his impulsive rehearsal, but the pocket was empty. Eh? Midoriya patted himself down, wondering where he had misplaced the special little vial. Could it be... He froze, eyes widening. When Kachan bumped me... Suddenly, Izuku shot himself back into the ballroom and back up to the snack table. Shakily, he crept up upon the large glass bowl and peered down inside. He felt his heart stop, seeing the horrible mistake he had made. At the base of the bowl lay the distinctive tiny bottle, uncorked. No! He squeaked, high-pitched with dread.